Recording, got that recording. Make sure everything is going good. How are you guys doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás, Claudia? ¿Cómo estás? Beard Virtual Hugs, absolutely. El Paso, Texas. What's up, Mrs. K? How are you? DJ E Weezy, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live. Waiting for people to join up here real quick. That way we can start answering some of these questions. Jeanette, ¿cómo estás? How are you? I like your hair today. Gracias, Ambar. Jess, ¿cómo estás? Hi, how are you? So very handsome. Gracias, mama, but I appreciate you. How old are you? 36 years old. Crazy B. Dodger Chica, what's up, girl? Waco, Texas. What's up, Che? ¿Cómo estás? The hair looks good. Gracias, Claudia. Why my sneaky link trip off me posting thrift straps, but he don't want me? No, let him keep tripping. If he doesn't want, if you, he doesn't have the authority to be doing that, to be telling you what you can and can't do. So absolutely the fuck not. Okay. Hello, Edgar. I love your glasses. Suits you. Gracias. I appreciate you, girl. Hello from Toronto. What's up, Designer Diva? What's up, girl? How are you? The hair looks good. Claudia. Gracias. Looking good, baby. What's up, Elaine? ¿Cómo estás? How are you guys doing? I'm just giving people a little bit of time to join up before we start answering these questions. So my boyfriend does not text all day. Not texting him since I'm not a priority. Oh yeah, you gotta be a priority, and you gotta they can at least text you throughout the day. Like, come on now. Kyovo, what's up, Fancy Nancy? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Me 2021 only. What's up? Hello, how are you? Hey, Pa, what's up, Jessica? ¿Cómo estás? Hello, handsome. How are you? Alejandra, ¿cómo estás? Looking good, Scarface. Someone said Edgar, that your name? Yes, my name is Edgar, but obviously, people call me Scarface online. Natalie, ¿cómo estás? That's me with my husband, so people get comfortable. Been together 20 years. Hi, how are you doing? What's up, Angelica? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Rizzo, what's up, girl? So... Yes, you can't let people get comfortable. Once you let people get comfortable, they start doing less and less for you. Cashing checks, breaking necks, and collecting names. So I see you, Fancy Nancy. I caught my boyfriend requesting female friends on Facebook. Am I crazy for getting mad over that? He called me a psycho. No, you have all the right, because I guarantee you, if you were doing that, it would be a problem. Saludos, what's up, Rosy? ¿Cómo estás? You have to try spice it up. Absolutely. I talked to this guy for 2 days, then he stopped talking to me. I don't know if I did something wrong. No, that's what happens when you start talking to somebody. You may not vibe with them, and then they move on. Pixie Latina, ¿cómo estás? And that's okay. Much love from Cali, digging the glasses. Gracias, Brenda. That's what, getting to know somebody is. Like, if you end up vibing, you end up vibing. If you don't, then you don't. Does a narcissist ever get their heart broken? I'm sure they do, but they're also going to make it seem like it's your fault that they broke their own heart. What's up, Elia? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Carol, how are you? I'm doing amazing. We're going to start answering the questions here in a little bit. So definitely stick around. Make sure you grab a drink. Make sure you tell your Sancho. Make sure you tell somebody that you're going to be chilling with me for a little while, okay? Put them in the bag. You're going to be hanging out with your man, your online side piece, your online Sancho. Okay, tell your man right now that you're gonna be busy. Go get a drink. I'm waiting. We're gonna be here. We're gonna get into these questions. We're gonna be talking about all sorts of stuff. Okay. Hello. Hi. From my vacation in Mazatlan, Mexico. What's up, Boricua Mami? She's out there getting her cheeks clapped in Mexico. Diana, how are you? How are you, handsome? What's up, Bells Beauty? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? It's bedtime. It's not yet, girl. Amelia, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Hi, Sanchito. Fleur de Lis, ¿cómo estás? How are you? I'm the Sancho today, okay? I'm the side piece today. What's up? Tell your man you're going to be busy. What's your zodiac? I am a Cancer, which is scientifically proven to be the best sign. So just FYI, Cancers are scientifically proven to be the best sign. Scorpio, ¿cómo estás? How are you? I'm doing amazing. All right, we're going to get into the questions here in a little bit. Gabby, ¿cómo estás? So just FYI, ya tengo Sancho dos. No, I'm the main one, girl. I don't care what you say. Cancer gang. Hi, I sent you a DM, no response. I assume you get a lot. I do get a lot, but if you ask the question, you got to give me time to get to it. I accept, Sancho. Hola, Sancho. What's up, Lizette? Cancer. Ready, relaxing, enjoying the ride. I see you, girl. Are we asking questions in the comments? Not on this one, the next live. Just because I do have a bunch of questions already. And so if you guys don't follow me on IG, definitely follow me on IG, because that's where I post the anonymous question link. And once a month, I'll post it up where we answer questions on the live just like this. So, Taurus, I see you, girl. I need a Sancho. What's up, Gabby? I'm right here, girl. Slide in those DMs so I can slide in you. You know what I mean? You feel me? All right, so we're gonna get into the questions. So just the FYI, I really don't pay attention to the comments when I'm answering these questions, just because I lose my train of thought. I forget what the question is just because I try to pay attention to the comments. So I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to stay focused. We're trying to stay locked in. That way, I can answer the question fully, because in the past I lose my train of thought. I forget what I'm talking about just because I try to, pay attention to the comments on IG or TikTok. Did you send me a message? Send me another message. Did you send a message, or was it for the live? Because I still have a bunch more questions we're gonna go through here in a little bit. All right, so let's get into it. Again, if I miss your guys' comments, I'm not trying to ignore you guys. Dragon, ¿cómo estás? How are you? I'm just trying to pay attention to the comments. Or not comments, the question. I'm trying to stay locked in here, okay? You must slide a line. All right, so let's get into the first one. Also, before we get into it, thank you everybody who has purchased stuff over at naughtyscience.com. Shout out to everyone who continues to purchase stuff. If you're looking to get some tools, some adult tools, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, naughtyscience.com. Definitely go check that out. Science experience here. All right, so let's get into it. I stopped talking to my birth mother because she was negative and she never there for me. Am I the asshole? Oh, no, absolutely not. Because even if it's your own family, like, they should also treat you with respect. And just because they're blood doesn't mean necessarily that you need to keep them in your life. Yeah, it's preferred, obviously. Like, I wouldn't want my mom to, like, disown me or anything like that, or I wouldn't want to talk to her. But at the same time, I've stopped talking to, like, family members, like cousins, uncles, because they're just a negative person, and that's not somebody I want around me. It doesn't matter, like, if they're blood. If they're bringing you that negativity, or they're being the asshole towards you and not respecting you as a child too, like as their child, sometimes you got to cut them off. And it sucks that it's family sometimes, like it sucks that you have to cut off family, because you would think that they would get your back, if that makes sense. But it happens. So there's nothing wrong with cutting family off. If you can try to fix it, definitely try to fix it, especially if they're your parents or siblings or anything like that, family members. But if there's no fixing it, then there's no fixing it. Arlet, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Jess, ¿cómo estás? So that's what I would say. But don't think that you have to keep that negativity around because of just because they're family, All right, so let's get into the next one. Again, let me take a little drink of my what is this, Paloma? Definitely love me a Paloma. All right, next question. I'm very confused if I like women or men, because I'm almost 50 and I like to look at women more than men. Am I going through a phase? Could be. You could be going through a phase, and there's nothing wrong with it. Experimenting, seeing what's out there, like there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Like if you want to try a woman, then go ahead, try a woman. If you want to try 2 women and a man, hey, what's up? I'm in Arizona, just in case you want to try those experiments. But no, like if you're feeling that way, there's nothing. Maybe these guys have made you feel that type of way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But and if that's where you are in life, there's nothing wrong. Go out and have fun, experiment, try it. And if you don't like it, then obviously it's not for you. But only if you're single. Like, don't be out here doing it like when you're married or anything like that. But just at the end of the day, do what your body tells you. But got a regarding Naughty Science. I got some in the mail, but not what I ordered. Send me a message about that. Was with a woman for 17 years. See, there's nothing wrong with being with a woman. All right, so let's get into the next question. Personal question: why is it so important to you to make money when we die? That's all. All right. So at the end of the day, like, we have to have a goal. Okay, we have to have a goal. Like, if you like, I want to become comfortable where I can travel, I can do whatever I want, and also make money, right? But like, there's nothing wrong with wanting to make money to better your life and things like that. Like, yeah, we die at the end of the day. I'm not saying like I'm trying to do like generational wealth type of thing. Like, no, I'm trying to be comfortable. I'm trying to do my thing. So there's nothing wrong with having those type of goals. If you're cool with just working, making a certain amount and doing that, there's nothing wrong with that either at all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there's some people who have bigger goals that want to get there, and that's me. So there's nothing wrong with having those type of goals. So if you want to become a millionaire, multimillionaire, billionaire, and that's your goal, then go for it. It's better to live life with a bunch of goals and trying to achieve them than not have any. Okay. Next question. Why are men so into flesh and not the soul? It could be that's the season of life that they're on. Meaning, like, they're just, some people call it the hoe phase, right? And there's nothing wrong that people are looking for that right now. They're not necessarily looking to settle down, or they just don't know what they want. There's some people who don't know what they want, so they just keep going after different partners, right? And so that's why it's better to get to know your person, because everybody's going to be different. The guys are not the same. You know, like, there's some guys who are out here looking for some soul tie, and there's obviously the guys that are looking to just be intimate with somebody or just hook up, right? So that's where that getting to know that person comes into play. Talking to them, having conversations with them, what are they looking for? Because, and especially after a little bit of getting to know somebody, you can tell right away if they're just looking to hook up or if they're actually trying to get to know you. Because are they taking you on dates? Are they having conversations with you? Are they trying to see you? Are they planning future stuff with you? Then it kind of seems like, they're there for a while, or they're trying to get to know you. If they're always just like, hey, let's just hook up, let's just do this, they're just there to hook up. Can you have both? Absolutely. Like, there's people out there who are looking to be intimate and have that soul tie. Like, whoever I'm with gotta be spicy, super spicy. Okay. All right, next question. All right. I have been a Jehovah's Witness since 2021. 2 years ago, I had stepped out and had S with a guy on a resort in the Dominican Republic. Since then, I've been craving S so bad. Since January, I have been sleeping around. Never enough. I mean, I squirt for the first time and I'm not going to heaven. No, hold on. Just because you had a little bit of fun does not mean you're not going to heaven. Okay? Now, let's be honest. And see, that's why, like, I'm not saying question your church or anything like that, but maybe it's a sign that maybe you should try some stuff. Okay, go and mess around with somebody. That's why there's different religions. Obviously, I knew some people who were Jehovah's Witnesses, and I didn't know how strict they were. Like, this is when because I remember it was his birthday, and I was like, oh shit, what are you gonna do for your birthday? And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, why? And he's like, oh, because we don't celebrate holidays, birthdays, or anything like that. And they become pretty strict, But if you, that's why I really don't like talking about religion, because I'm not gonna be like, oh, if you don't believe in your religion, leave. No, like, at the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do. Like, if you feel like that's not the place for you, and maybe somewhere else can be home for you, then there's nothing wrong. That's why people have switched religions. That way they've done different stuff, because it's got to feel like home to you, but again, at the end of the day, you're going to do whatever you want, and that's what you get for opening that door. You open that door and you were just like, ooh, I like this over here, and now it's really hard to close that door. Okay, like, that's why, like, same with cheating. That's why it's hard. Like, if you go with somebody, say you haven't been intimate with somebody in a while, you open that door, you hook up with somebody, and then guess what? It's going to be really hard to close that door, because now you're just like, you tasted this, and it's going to be really hard to go back. So, just letting you know. All right, next question. Personal question. Why is it so important to you? Oh, I already read that one. Sorry. Can you please address how drugs and alcohol affect a man's performance? I have never had to deal with that until lately, and I am confused. Like, take a pill if you know you can't, or something. He can also be claiming to be hard and horny when he's obviously can't get it up. Only so much for play. Now, yes, absolutely, drugs and alcohol can do this to you. Now, there's also having drunk S, which is super hot. You start doing some freaky things. There's nothing wrong with that. There overly consuming alcohol and to the point where you can't get it up? Absolutely. You know, there's too much. And same with drugs. Like there's certain drugs that you can't get it up just because, you know, especially if you're on that, you know, dolphin dandruff, you know, if you're picking up what I'm putting down, sometimes it gets difficult to get it up. And if you're with somebody who's struggling with those issues, like and they don't want to get fixed, meaning like they don't want to quit, they don't want to go and get some help to, you know, get the little guy to salute again. How much longer are you going to stick around? You know, because if they're not willing to fix that for you, they're clearly, you know, care more about themselves and whatever they're on. So it's difficult because I'm sure you love the person, you love them, you want to be with them, but if they're not looking to get themselves fixed down there, that's definitely a problem. You know, obviously, like it's a little different for girls. I was gonna say, hey, I wouldn't want to be with a girl that couldn't, you know, obviously perform like that, but it's a little different for girls. But for like you women, why would you want to be with somebody, especially we're only here for a short amount of time, somebody who can't perform in the bedroom? Like there's somebody out there who's going to want to throw you around, you know, respectfully disrespect you and things like that, but you're just not with that person because you're dealing with homie over here who can't get it up, right? So again, there's a point in time to include stimulants like that, or like have drunk S. Trust me, I've been there. It's a fucking amazing. But I've also been to the point where drank too much and you couldn't get it hard. Like I've been there. I don't want to be there, so I'd never get that bad, you know. It's more of like, hey, start loosen up a little bit and you start doing some things that you normally wouldn't do, right? So but definitely, like if they're struggling with drugs and alcohol, that's something really to think about. Okay. All right. Next question. Hola, is it normal for a guy to go soft in the middle of a spicy time? It's been like that since the beginning. Also has to stop a few times so he doesn't finish fast. Never been with someone that it happens to, and I can't stop thinking maybe it's me and I'm not doing the job right. Oh, absolutely, it's not you. And it's right there where you said it's been happening since the beginning. That's when you should have brought it up, or that's when you should have left. Because if it happened then, what makes you think it wasn't going to continue to happen? Like when you noticed it was a problem, like why didn't you like, hey, I'm not going to be doing this because I need somebody who can perform, or bring it up, especially early on in a relationship. They're willing to do stuff for you, like change their ways, do things, go get themselves checked just to be with you, to make you like them. They'll do it in the beginning. Now, if you wait a few years down the road, they're going to be like, I've been like this the whole time and now it's a problem. Okay. So it's definitely not you. It could be like if it was consistently happening, you can't say it was, a lot was going through their head or whatever the case. They're struggling down there. It could be a hormone imbalance. They could be on some sort of drugs, maybe medication. There's a bunch of different reasons for that. Stop thinking it's you. It's definitely not you. Something's going on with him, because if you met up with another dude, I'm pretty sure his thing would be like, you know, I mean, we can test this out. Like if you're in Arizona for scientific purposes, we can test it out with my guy, you know, be like, hey, is he saluting? Is he rock hard? Like what's going on here? Like we can tell I'm here to help you. Okay. And if you need my services, just let me know. We here. I'm all about experimenting, you know, science experiments and stuff like that. So definitely let me know. Next question. What's your stand on women with plastic surgery, seeing all those unnatural women with over-the-top BBLs and huge boob jobs? So now I've said it before, especially with BBLs or any type of surgery. If you're gonna get surgery, like if I'm with somebody and getting surgery is gonna make you feel confident and sexy, do whatever the surgery is. You know, am I going to like it? I don't know. We'll see. But what I do want is a girl to be confident and sexy with themselves. So whether like if you need to do a nose job, then cool. If that's gonna fix it, but I don't want to be hearing, oh, it's this, oh, then it's this, and then it's this. No, you have more of a problem than like just one little thing, because I had an ex who did something, and then all of a sudden it was something else, and then it was something else, and I was like, I think you have a problem, insecurity issue, because you're always trying to fix something, right? Now, for BBLs, if it looks natural, I'm all about it. 100% all about it. But I'm not all about like when it looks, the booty does not match the thighs. Like you can clearly tell it's a BBL. Like that's not my thing. Like if that's what the look you're going for, then cool. Is that somebody I'm looking for? Absolutely not. Is there guys out there that's what they're looking for? Probably, but there's guys looking for more natural, and it's all over the spectrum, right? Since you asked me my thoughts on it, if it looks natural, I'm all about it. If it doesn't look natural, that shit is not a vibe for me. I would not pursue that, because again, the thighs gotta match the booty. Like it all has to look like cohesive. Cause I've seen it before. I'm sure you guys have seen it before too, like where they have a huge booty. The legs don't match, and you're like, what happened here? Or they do a bunch of stuff and they're just off. The body is just off. Somebody sent me like a while back ago. This was like probably like 2-3 years ago. Somebody sent me a picture of an ex, and she did a bunch of work on her face, and I'm just like, what the fuck happened here? Like she doesn't look the same anymore. Like when I was with her, she loved the way she looked. Now I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is going on? Like, there is a thing of too much. Okay, but again, that's the thing. Like, guys like different stuff. You asked me what I like. I like something that's gonna look natural, not something that's overly done. And I'm sure a lot of guys are like that as well. But then again, there's those guys that absolutely like the huge fakeness. Not my thing. Okay. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna do it, just make sure you feel confident and sexy. And if you do something and then it leads to another surgery and another surgery, you got more of a problem than like that, whatever that is. Like you're trying to fix multiple problems. That's more of an insecurity issue. Okay. Next question. Is it freaky to S on my BF right after it's been inside in the pussy with all the pussy wetness and crimp, girl? Is it? I love to do that. To have the girl taste herself, absolutely. That shit is hot. I like to do it. I do it to whether it's like with your thing or it's with your you're using your hands all up in there and then you give her a taste. I'm all about that. I'm 100% with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. Is it everyone's cup of tea? Probably not. I did it to somebody and they're like, that was the first time I did it and I absolutely loved it. And I'm just like, you're welcome. But that's why it's like trying things. If they haven't tried something, let's try it. If I haven't tried something, let's try it. And if we don't like it, then we'll be like, yo, I wasn't really feeling that. Like, let's not do that again, right? But at the end of the day, like doing stuff like that, that's why I always tell fellas, like girls like a little bit restraining, a little bit of dominance, throw them around a little bit, put them in the position. Don't ask them, hey, can you get in this position? No, put them in the position, right? Do things like that. They like to be dominated. They don't like to be like not even told what to do, right? I mean, on some things, like sometimes I make a girl beg me to F her, right? Like that's something I like to do too. Be like I make them ask me for it, right? Like you put a little bit in there and then you take it out and a little bit more and then take it out and then tell them that they gotta beg you for it, and they're like, and then they beg you for it. They're like, please, can I have it? And I'm just like, okay, I'll let you have it then. But just stuff like that, like it's having fun, like it's creating an experience. Not just like some guys think right away, just take your clothes off and then put it in and then that's it. Like you're done, right? No, there's a lot more that goes into it. Like there was that question that I think I just posted it. The girl said that her man has never made her finish and they've been together for a while. That's because her man has never learned her, right? Like learning your partner, like learn to do different things to them, like what they like, what they don't like. what gets them off, what doesn't get them off. You know, I always want to find out what's their favorite position, favorite things to do, and then also like I'm gonna be doing my thing too, right? But then once you create that overall great experience, it's amazing. Like for example, there's an experience that I talked about on the subscribe thing on IG. So if you subscribe, where I can freely talk about wherever I want to talk about, I don't have to be filtered. On there, I review a product I used, which was super fucking hot. So definitely go check it out. No, I don't have to filter myself over there. I can talk about it. I can show the product. And that's why I created the subscribe thing over on IG. So if you go to my profile, you'll see the little subscribe thing. Subscribe. And let's get wild. All right, next question. Have you ever hooked up with anyone who has sent you anonymous? Well, see, here's the thing. How do I know? Because maybe somebody asked me a question that I don't know that I was talking to. Does that make sense? Because for those that don't know, the anonymous question thing is anonymous. It doesn't tell me who it is. You can pay for the app, but it still doesn't tell you who it is. It tells you, it gives you like a pool of people, and it says it's somebody in this pool. And that's all it tells you. It doesn't tell you exactly who said what. So that's why, like, do I pay for it? No, because I like the whole anonymous thing. I don't want people to be like, oh, he knows who I am. I like the whole anonymous thing. So I'll never ask, for somebody. Has somebody asked the question that I was with before? Like maybe my ex asked the question. I don't know. Maybe. And if she did, then guess what? I did. So, but for the most part, I don't know people who ask questions. Sometimes I do get responses, meaning like when I share it out to the story, they'll be like, hey, you answered my question. And then I know who it is, but does that happen very much? No, because people like to keep their questions to themselves, if that makes sense. So next question. Been in a relationship for 13 years and we have 3 kids together. Him looking at other women has always been an issue in our relationship. He recently had the courage to tell me that he likes to look at what he can't have. Hearing him verbalize it really hurt me. I'm unsure of what to do next. Girl, bro, I'm talking to the guy, not you. Shut the fuck up. You could have just looked at her. And that's all. Like, because let's be honest, when you're out here, you see somebody who's good looking, cool. Like when you see somebody who's good looking, cool. Look at them, appreciate the beauty, and then keep it moving. You did not have to tell her that. Okay. Now, second of all, no. He doesn't have any respect for you, because if you told him, hey, this is an issue, and he continues to do it, then like that's a problem, because he obviously doesn't care about how you think or feel about what he's doing. But I guarantee you, if he were to do it, or if you were to do it, he would think that you were cheating. He would be like, oh, you're looking at other men, like, what are you cheating? Like, you trying to cheat on me? Like, yada, 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 right? So that's something that you guys are going to have to fix, maybe give him an ultimatum, because, again, also, like, is it an insecurity thing too? Because what I mean is, like, you go out to the store, say you go to Target, right? I'm sure you're going to see a dude that's good looking. You're going to see a girl that's good looking. But in your head, you're just like, all right, they're good looking, whatever. Like, they look good. Keep it moving. That's it. I'm not going to be like, oh, shit, she fine, and then call up a girl and be like, yo, this baddie that I just saw at Target, fine, right? It's all about respect and having that discipline, right? Because I'm sure, like I said, girls look at guys and they'll be like, oh, that's a good-looking dude, but I got a wonderful man at home. Guys should be the same way. Be like, oh, that's a good-looking girl, but I got an amazing woman at home, So that's why, like, it's a little difficult, but you need to have that conversation with him. And at the end of the day, like if he doesn't listen, you're going to have to put some ultimatatives, because if they're not listening to you, and they obviously don't care, to be honest. And if it becomes a problem, it's going to be more and more of a problem, because he's going to continue to look. And then he clearly told you, oh, I like to look at what I can't have. No, like he should have just shut the fuck up, to be honest. But he said what he said. And because I mean, you could either match his energy, or you can actually have that conversation. Maybe do like some couples counseling, therapy, and stuff like that. So, all right, next question: cowgirl or doggy style? You can't. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Like, how dare you? How dare you? Okay, whoever asked that question, how dare you make me choose between those two positions? How dare you? The audacity. Wherever you're from, the audacity must be on sale. Okay, it must be on sale because you're making me choose between those two, like those two amazing positions. Like you want me to choose one of them? Are you serious? Is she serious? Like I'm about to call my mom and be like, "Yo, is she serious?" I like both. It's really hard to choose either or because it's cool to be laying down, you know, and then like she's doing her thing that way. It's also cool to be doing it like doggy because then you get to control the thrust action, the smacking, the everything. Like you can control all that, and then also, like when you're doing it doggy, you could also do it in front of a mirror, which is hot. So if you don't have a mirror in your bedroom, get one. So it's like different stuff like that. They each have like their pros and cons. Now, how dare you make me choose between the two? Okay, how dare you? But if I had to choose, definitely doggy, just because what I can do in that position. Meaning, I can tie the hands up. I can tie that, pull hair. I can do all sorts of stuff. I control how fast it's going, like how deep, how everything, smacking. I can make her beg. There was also another like time where blindfolded her, tied her hands behind her back, and then like held on to that. I was in control. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I would say doggy, because I'm in control and I like being in control. Don't get me wrong. Reverse cowgirl, that shit's fire. It's hot. I'll take some of that. Yes, please. Yes, please. I'll take some. But if I had to choose, it's that one because I can dominate a lot more, if that makes sense. So, next question. Can we get snacks and drinks and set up and ready, and then you bend me over, starting in front of the mirror and going rounds all over until I've drained you? I'm just shaking, just wondering, Poppy, for science. Yes, please. That's what I'm saying. Like, hence, she just said mirror. I'm telling you, if you don't have a mirror in your bedroom, you are missing out. And especially doing it in front of the mirror, that shit is hot. The girl's watching you. Like, for example, like the mirror. Another thing, fellas, are you guys listening? You guys have your pen pads, notes, writing this down, saving this, screen recording this. Okay? Like, you have the mirror in front of you, and right, something that I like to do, little hand necklace, turn her face towards you, like, and making out with her, or like holding her while she's looking at herself while you're like kissing her and stuff like that. I'm telling you, mirrors are a game changer. Okay? And if you don't have one, red flag. And if they have one in their bedroom, red flag. Because they have it in there for a reason. All right, next question. I have been separated for 3 years, been going on dates and had a friends with benefits, but all I get is giggle for a guy that all I do is text and call. I spend hours on the phone just laughing. What? So all you do is laugh? Like, you have a friends with benefits to laugh. That's what you're saying. Is that what you guys got? Because that's what I got. You have a friends with benefit just to laugh. Technically, that's just a friend. Because there's no benefits there. I see absolutely zero benefits there. I call a buddy, talk to him, we crack a few jokes. You know what I mean? Like, and that's it. A friends with benefits is somebody that you're there to hook up with. He's comedy to her. So I think that's just more of a friend, to be honest. So definitely not a friends with benefits. Next question. Oh shit. Wrong button. There's this guy that takes me out to fancy high-end places. He tells me things he wants to do to me, but he never tries to make a move. But the moment I ghost him, he starts texting, asking if I found a BF. See, there's probably something going on down there that he hasn't made a move, because most guys, for the most part, are gonna try to make a move. Like, let's be honest. If I'm telling you that I want to do some things to you, I'm gonna try to do some things to you. I'm not just gonna be like, I'm trying to do some things and then never try to attempt it. So I'm thinking something is going on down there, or he's in a relationship or something like that, and he likes being with you, being entertained with you. But there's a lot going on here. Like, I don't know which one it is exactly, but if he's giving you issues like that, like telling you, hey, I'm gonna do this, I mean, you could probably just go for the free dinners. I mean, at the end of the day, just go for the free dinners, and then if he doesn't want to, you're getting literally a free dinner. You don't have to give it up to him. There's some people out here who want those dinners, but then the guy expects a little something afterwards. Okay, so if you can just go for the free dinners, then shit, fucking go for it. If he's willing to pay, then fuck. If he just wants your company, then cool. Find somebody else, but take those dinners. All right, next question. All right. Went on a date with a guy. We talked and laughed. He was so sweet. Then found out he is 26 years old. I'm 31. I mean, that age difference is not bad at all. But the only red flag here is that if he lied to you about his age. Because if he lied about the age, what else is he going to lie about? I'm just saying, like, if he lied about the age. But that age difference, there's nothing wrong with that. There's people who date who are 10 years difference, 15, 20, depending on the, make sure people be legal here, okay? But there's nothing wrong with that. Like, being 5 years difference. Like, let's see. Yeah, I've dated girls who were like 5 years. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I think the only problem would be, did they lie to you about the age difference? Did they lie to you and say, hey, I'm 31 too? Because if they lied about their age, that's a red flag, because what else? If they can lie about something so little, and especially something that they're going to find out somehow, regardless, like, that's more of a red flag there than the age. Because, like, there's those people who also lie about having kids. There was a girl that I was talking to one time, and clearly on her social media, it looked like it was her kid. And I was like, oh, you have a daughter? And she's like, no, that's my sister. And I'm like, that's oddly weird how you post your little sister and it's making it look like your daughter, right? Come to find out, that was her daughter. And she literally, like, lied to, I don't know why she needed to lie, saying, like, that was her daughter. She told me it was her sister. Like, to me, that was worse right there. You could have just been like, yo, yeah, that is my daughter. Cool. I would have been like, all right, cool. Nothing wrong with that. But clearly the lying part is what made me feel a type of way. Because I was like, you lied about your daughter. Like, you said that was your sister. Like, what made you, like, did you not think I was going to find out? that was your daughter? Like, what was the explanation gonna be later on? Oh shit, that was my actually my daughter. I lied because I didn't think you no. It's better to, like, if somebody doesn't want kids, it's better for them to know right away, hey, I have kids. Guess what? If that's a problem, then this ain't gonna work out. I'm not saying that was the problem. I'm just saying, like, they just lied about it. So, moral of the story, let's wrap that one up. If they lie about little things like that, what else are they going to lie about? Okay. But a 5-year age difference, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely not. All right, next question. I fell in love with a guy I'm seeing. He's married. Why? All right, next question. Or let's get back into it. I fell in love with this guy. I'm seeing he's married, but we've been doing this for months. At first, it was all about the S, but girl, I caught feelings, and how I feel like he did too. He got caught already, but finds ways to text me and reach out to me. Why? We see each other almost every day. Am I Delulu? Absolutely, absolutely, girl. Because if he's actually into you, he would have been left, especially after getting caught. But he's still with her, girl. He's still with her. He got caught and he's still with her. He doesn't want you. He wants the cookie. Hey, keep giving me that cookie. And he's going to feed you whatever you want to hear. Girl, I love you. You're my cinnamon apple. We're going to be together. Like, yada, yada, yada. But the only thing he's not doing is leaving her for you. Like, he'll tell you what you want to hear just to keep you around and for you to continue to give you like that cookie. But if he would have wanted to be with you and he caught feelings for you, he would have been left. He would have been gone. And especially after getting caught. But he got caught, and guess what? He's still with her. So who do you think he's choosing? He definitely chose her, not you. Okay. Next question. I was dating an older guy than me from work. He started making it seem like he wanted something, but he told me he was still living with his daughter and the mother of his daughter. Did he really want something serious or want something serious, or is he playing? FYI, I ended up ending things with him, girl. I hate to break it to you, but he was cheating on his wife with you. Because he told you he's living at home with his daughter's mom. You know, like, of course he's gonna say that. Oh yeah, we just still live together. You know, did you like? No, absolutely not. He was probably cheating on her. Like, let's be honest, he was probably cheating on you, but he needed to give you an excuse on why he's still living with his daughter's mom. No, absolutely the fuck not. So she's probably thinking everything is going great. He's lying to you, saying like, oh, that's just like the daughter of that's just my baby mama. Yes, we still live together, but we ain't nothing serious. No. Unless the mom told you physically and was like, hey, we have nothing to do with each other. Take him. Then no, he was probably lying to you. And that's because I'm pretty sure if he told you, hey, I'm married, but I'm looking to step out of the relationship, you probably would have told him, hey, I'm not doing this. Fuck no. But since he like made it seem like, oh, we're just living together. That's my baby mama. Nothing serious. Of course, you're going to be like, well, okay. So, no, he wasn't catching feelings. No, absolutely not. I think he was just there to get some real quick. And he couldn't be nothing serious with you because guess why? Because he's still married or he's still in a relationship. That's why. And she don't know about you. That's why. All right, next question. I've been with my man for 6 months now, and he has yet to come in me. It's not that it's a big deal. We have an amazing life and sexual connection. He makes me multiple times, but I'm wondering if I'm being overweight might be the issue. No. He probably doesn't want to finish in you because he's not trying to get you pregnant. That's probably why. You know, because there's no other reason. Or it could be that maybe he just doesn't see you long term either, too. That could be a thing, too. Like, he doesn't want to get you pregnant. He doesn't want to be stuck with you. But unless I know that a girl is on some birth control, IUD, or anything like that, unless I know, I'm doing the same shit. Because I'm not trying to have if it happens on accident, it happens, and I'll be there. I'll take care of the kid, no problem, no issue there, you know. But am I looking to have like a bunch of kids out here? No, absolutely not. And if I know that you're not on anything like that, we just started talking like, shit, how do I know I want you to be the mom to my kids? So my ass is pull out champ. I actually have a shirt that says pull out champ on it. So it could be the same thing, especially you said 6 months. That's still kind of soon. Maybe he's still trying to see like where things are going. But also, if you're like not on birth control or IUD or anything like that, he's probably doesn't want to get you pregnant because he's not looking to have a kid right now. So it could be that too. All right, hold on. Getting a little parched over here. All right, let's get into the next question. He said he's more into girls with big boobs, but stays with me even though mine are small. That means he changed his mind, or is he just with me while he finds a girl with big boobs? Okay. Fellas, I'm talking to him. Shut the fuck up. That's all you gotta do, bro. All you gotta do, shut the fuck up. All you gotta do. Like, there was no reason to bring up or say that comment to your girl. What did you think the outcome of that comment to your girl was going to be? Did you think she was going to be like, oh, yeah, nice, cool? No. Like, you telling your girl, hey, like, I'm into girls with big boobs. Now she's going to feel self-conscious. She's going to feel insecure. She's going to think that you're not even attracted to her. She's going to think all this stuff. Because imagine she's talking to you and she tells you, whoa, shit, I don't like guys who are like 5'4". Like, that shit's not hot to me. I like guys who are 5'8". And you're sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, I'm 5'4". Like, what do you want me to do? You know? That's why sometimes, guys, you guys need to learn to shut the fuck up. Okay? Some things don't need to be said. If you like girls who have big boobs, okay, cool. Did you want to start an argument? Did you want to start a fight? Is that what you were trying to do? Like, were you trying to make your girl feel this type of way too? Like, there was no reason for that comment. Okay. And so if he's telling you that too, it could be also another way to start an argument. Maybe he is hinting that maybe he wants you to get yours done. Could be like, oh shit, if I say something, maybe she'll want to go get hers done or something like that. So do I know exactly what he meant by it, like, or what he was trying to accomplish by it? Absolutely not. Just because I don't know him. That's something that you need to be like, why? What was the reason for that? Like, why did you have to? Are you looking for somebody? Do you want me to get mine done? Like, what do you want from that? What was the point of it? And if he's like, oh, I was just letting you know, be like, no, I didn't fucking care. Keep that shit to your fucking self. It's like, I like guys who actually have an average sized penis, but you ain't got one, but I'm still here with you. Like, tell him, like, match his energy, girl. Match his energy. Because I guarantee you, he would have shut the fuck up. After that one, hurt his ego, he would have shut up. Next question. We had a good connection in bed and laughed a lot, and we were hanging out, had a good time, but he ended up the relationship because I wanted more of a romantic relationship and wanted to make it official. He said he felt like he wasn't going to go further. Will he ever change his mind? No. He told you straight up how he felt, you know, and that's fine. Like, some people, at least he told you instead of dragging you along. There's some people who are out here who drag you along on these, like, these relationships. They don't want anything serious with you, and they're just like, I'm gonna tell her I want something serious, but never give her anything serious. So salute to that guy for actually telling you, hey, I'm not looking for anything serious. Let's end it. And then that's it. Is he ever gonna change his mind? No. If he told you straight up, because if he actually wanted to be with you in a romantic way, he would have been trying to do that from the get-go. You know, let's be honest. Like, if he was just there to hook up and, like, have a good time in the meantime, that's what he was there for. And he clearly told you, you should be glad that that he actually told you and then ended it there. Because there's some guys out here who would be like, oh, yeah, like, I definitely want something serious. They don't want nothing serious, but they just continue to drag along. You're thinking, oh, yeah, he wants something serious with me, so this is going to go great. And then all of a sudden it ends out of nowhere because he didn't want anything serious with you. That guy has some from what you told me, has some pretty good communication, if you ask me. Okay, because he was able to tell you, hey, I don't want something serious, like a romantic relationship. Let's just end it here. So it sucks that you had to go through that, because I'm sure you probably caught feelings for the person. And, you know, that's what happens sometimes, but that's all part of dating. You get to know somebody, you start liking them. Maybe they don't feel the same way towards you. That shit happens, right? That shit happens. Like, there's nothing you can do. Like, for example, like I had to end it with somebody because great looking person, beautiful. I just was not feeling the connection. Now, I could have just like dragged things along and just been like, we'll see if my feelings change. Or I could have been straight up with her like I was and was like, hey, I'm not really feeling this. I don't feel the connection. It's probably better if we just like go our separate ways, because why am I going to drag somebody along that I'm not feeling that connection with when she is, but I'm not? You know, does that make sense? She was, but I was not. I was like, I don't feel that connection. Like, I don't feel like I want to try. I want to do things for her, like, and things like that. And so I had to end it. Did I want to end it? No, because like it sucks because you want shit to work, but sometimes there's that connection isn't there. But it's better to have that communication and be like, hey, yo. And she was actually appreciative. Of course it sucked, but she actually appreciated me saying, hey, like I told her how I was feeling and it wasn't working out. And she was like, it sucks that I have to hear that, but I'm glad you told me because, you're telling me how you feel. So that's why it's better to have that open dialogue with somebody instead of just like thinking things are going to change. Or I didn't want to be that guy and like just drag her along and then eventually be like, yo, this ain't working out. Sorry. Even though I told her it was, if that makes sense. So, all right, next question. I love giving head and I love it. Something about pleasing a man, getting them soft to hard and hard to soft, just making me so exciting. Never complaints, just praises, Guy I'm seeing pushes my head down on point of I don't enjoy. I've already said no hands. He still does. Any suggestions? That one is hard because he's obviously, I think maybe you guys aren't on the same level of like spiciness. What I mean by that is like I like to make a girl kind of like gag, cry because like she can't breathe. That shit is hot to me. But if it's not like I would ask her, be like, hey, is that cool? Because like that's something I like to do. And if it's a problem for her, then it might be a problem for me later on because I like that whole aggressive, dominant stuff, like those happy tears. We'll call them happy tears, right? Like I like doing that. Okay. Maybe he likes that similar, and you don't. So right there is telling me you guys may not be syncing in the bedroom, right? Because everything should feel great. Of course, everybody has their boundaries, like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, and that's cool. But it kind of seems like that he likes that, where he likes to like push your head down, maybe not let you breathe, or anything like that, like something like that, because he continues to do it after you told him not to, right? Like there was that, remember the whole video I made about like, hey, it's not a chew toy down there, so don't fucking bite it. That girl loved to do that. Not for me. So obviously it's not gonna work because don't be using your teeth down there. That should be hurting. that should be hurt. And that's when you have to see like, are you guys syncing in the bedroom, right? And if you're not, it kind of seems like you guys are already starting to have a little bit of problems, and that might be a bigger problem later on. So you can bite me. So, all right, next question. Do you have an embarrassing S story? I mean, I've said it in the past before. Like nothing actually like I did something or she did something. I think the most embarrassing thing that I did, I wasn't embarrassed in the moment because I didn't know, but it was afterwards. I was calling her the wrong, like, I kept saying the wrong name. Mind you, like, it wasn't like anything super serious or anything like that. I just, for some reason, like, was calling her a different name. Like, I thought her name was different. So that's why, like, afterwards, I was kind of like, oh, fuck. My bad. Like, that like embarrassed feeling, that kind of like, oh shit, I fucked up feeling. but she never said anything during the moment. She could have said something. But I think that would be my most embarrassing, because I've never done anything like, oh shit, like, or maybe it was when I finished in like 20 seconds. It could be that too, but that only happened that one time, because remember how I told you, like, when you're getting to know somebody, you're courting them, like, you've been talking to them for a while, you've been trying to hook up for a while, and then you finally, like, it's gonna happen. So you have all these emotions going through your body. You're like, fuck yes, it's finally gonna happen. It's finally gonna happen. And then you start going, and then poof, 20 seconds in, you're just like, fuck. Sorry, because you were overly excited. All these emotions were going through. But then afterwards, it wasn't 20 seconds. It was just that one time. That's why I always say, give the guy the benefit of the doubt. But if he continues to do it, then that's the problem. But sometimes you just get super excited in the beginning, right? And this was like early on. Like, I think I was like 19, 20 or something like that. So like, it was young Edgar. So a lot was built up, absolutely. And so like when it's gonna happen, you're just like, oh yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. And then like 20 seconds in, you're just like, oh fuck. And then I felt it coming too. Like I remember I felt it coming. I'm like, no. And she was like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just like, no, it's not okay. All right, next question. Are all men pee addicts? I'm willing to do everything he sees online, but somehow he still watches it. No, not all men. I think he's having some, he probably watches these and then tries to fantasize about them or something like that, because I don't watch him. Have I seen him in the past? Yeah, I've seen him in the past. Is it something that I'm like, oh shit, I need to go watch? No. You know why? Because I prefer the real thing. I prefer hooking up with a real person instead of just watching something online, because it's the same thing with strippers. You get nothing out of the strippers. You get nothing from these online videos. I would rather do something in person. Okay, not these online videos. Is there some people who get addicted to these online videos? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. They get addicted to them, and then it starts becoming a problem. Like it sucks that he continues to watch them, but maybe he's learning new plays. I don't know. Like, has it become an issue where he prefers to watch the video rather than hook up with you? Like, if he's watching these videos, learning some things, and hey, yo, I just saw a film, let's try this. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if it's like, hey, let's hook up, and be like, nah, I already watched a video and I rubbed one out. That's a different problem. Okay, now he's choosing the video over you. So that's why, like, it just depends on what's going on. Like, if he's just getting new plays to perform in the bedroom, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Getting new, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. But if he's choosing the videos over you, then that's when it becomes a problem. All right, next question. How do I get my shy vanilla guy to go down on me? I keep it clean, but I don't know how to approach the subject. Well, see, here's the thing. Me and you, for science purposes, will make a video. Going down, I'll make it look delicious. I'll make it look scrumptious. I'll make it look like it's the best thing in the world. And then we'll send him the video, and then he's gonna be like, oh shit, that shit looks like it's delicious. That's my girl. I'm gonna want it too. Let me try. Let me give it a go, right? So let me know. We'll make it. And I'm sure. See, this is why you gotta learn your person, because you're learning that he doesn't like to go down, and that's something that you enjoy. And now it's becoming a problem because you had to send a question to me saying, like, how come he doesn't do it? And so that's why you need to talk about these things, especially in the very beginning, because it's so much easier to have these conversations and them change in the beginning rather than few years down the road. Few years down the road, they're like, shit, I haven't gone down there in the longest time, and now it's a problem. So that's why you need to bring it up when it becomes an issue. Be like, yo, I need this. And then if you find out he doesn't like to do that, you guys may not be matching, in the spicy, your spiciness might not be matching. And that, like I said, it leads to bigger problems, because now you're just like, why didn't he do it? Why didn't he do it? There's guys out here who love to do it. Hello. You don't have to ask me twice. You don't even have to ask me once. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's people out here who, like, you don't even have to ask, and they're willing to do it. So to me, it kind of sounds you're with the wrong person. Just saying. But if you want to take me up on that video, we can make a video. I'll make it look delicious. I'll make it look like a 5-star restaurant, and then we'll send it to him, and then make him crave it too. All right, next question. Married for 4 years, husband sucks. Oh shit. But we have small children and shit is complicated to leave. I've been seeing this guy for a couple months and I'm in love. But he's not sure if he wants me with all my baggage. Girl, I would question it too. And he's basically saying, hey, here to hook up. I'm not looking to deal with all that shit. If I started talking to a girl and I found out she was like still married, living with somebody, like all this stuff, I would be out. Because again, I'm not saying you have baggage, but I'm not trying to deal with all that shit. Absolutely not. Because you guys haven't even gone through the dating phase, meaning like say you start dating somebody and then your ex or your husband gets mad, you know, like how is he going to react? You know, when he knows you're dating somebody else, is he going to freak out? Is he going to turn into the crazy ex? You haven't even gone through none of that. And I don't want to go through that with you. I've done it before. It's not a fun time. Like when the ex is constantly in your face, like trying to fight you, trying to do this, trying to do that. No, I'm coming to you healed and ready to go. I don't want to deal with a mess, if that makes sense. Come to me healed and ready to go. Okay, I'm not trying to do none of that. Like your ex is crazy. He's doing this. We're separating. I'm still married. No, okay, yeah. Take your ass away from here. Like we're drama free over in this bitch. Okay, I'm not trying to do none of that drama shit. I'm too old for that shit. I'm good. I've done it in the past. Don't want to do it anymore. So I can see why he's coming from, like what he means by that. Because trust me, I'm not trying to deal with that shit either. Like, I'm not trying to deal with no ex bullshit. I'm just being honest. All right, next question. Hey, daddy. What's up, girl? On dating apps, what's the good opening line coming from a woman? I want to stand out in a good way. It's hard out here being plus size, divorced, and having a kid. I mean, how do you start what's the opening line? You know, like I think you keep it simple. You know, I think too many people overcomplicate it. They have to send like a specific first message. And like, that's the way the conversation is going to start. Maybe that will work. Or look at their profile. Like, I'm sure that has info about them. Talk to them about something. Be like, hey, I see that you're into art. Like, did you ever see this? You know what I mean? Like, or something like that. Because for example, there was this girl that because I knew a shit ton of guys were sliding in her DMs. Like, I knew it. Because beautiful woman. So instead of just creeping in her profile and saying like, hey, this, hey, that, I saw that she was into like into science, stars, and stuff like that. So I slid in with a question about the multi-universe. And she answered right away, and we started talking about that. And I got her attention that way. I didn't wait until she shoot her, hey sexy, hey gorgeous, hey this. Like, no, you gotta be smart about this. What are guys doing? Let's not do that. But also, you're probably overcomplicating the first line. Like, I'm not gonna, like, if someone sends me a message, I'm gonna be like, that's hey, how dare you say hey to me? Like, what the fuck? Your first message to me and all you said was fucking hey? Be gone. No, like, you just gotta just send whatever. Hey, how's it going? Something about their profile, and then that's it. That's all you need. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay, next question. Any good stores in Phoenix area for spicy things? Yes, there's an excellent store right here, naughtyscience.com. Next question. My dirty kink that has yet to happen, want to play with myself. He's seeing me and jump in. Toy, no toy, but for him to turn around and turned on by it. See, I always say this, like, that's why mirrors are hot. For example, some of you guys know I've said this before. Like, I remember I was in a hotel room one time, right? They had a big mirror, and then they also had like one of those couches like with the ottoman, so you could like lay back, right? So laid back, right? She was going down doing her thing. But you know what she did that was super hot? She knew the mirror was there. Little Susia, she knew the mirror was there. And what did she do? She just reached around and just started playing with herself. And I was like, oh Lord. Yes, please. Give me some of that. That shit was hot. Like me watching her go down on me and play with herself. And then sometimes, just FYI, I make, like while the girl is laying on the bed, I tell her to play with herself. I'm just like, play with it while I get undressed. And that shit's hot because she's like keeping it nice. And I make her do it. Like, it's not like, hey, like, if you get a chance, you mind playing with. No. I tell her to do it. Okay? Because that shit's hot. Her getting it all ready, nice and wet for your boy. And then you do your thing. Right? So, that's definitely hot. And you definitely are and we appreciate you. We really do appreciate you. Okay? Next question. I found out this work friend has other work friends. I don't want to stop sneaking around because he's yummy, but I feel like I should. What do you think? You may not be the only work friends, to be honest. He probably has many work friends, and you're just part of that list. Okay? Because if you found out about the work friends, what about outside of work? You don't think he has friends outside of work? You think it's just at work? So you just got to be careful, especially if you know somebody is like messing around with a bunch of different people, because guess what? Now you got juices from all sorts of people. Say he's messing around with a bunch of girls. This girl's messing around with a bunch of guys. This other girl's messing around with a bunch of guys. You got all these juices just flowing around. Now your chances of catching something skyrocket. Okay? I'm just letting you know. Just skyrocket, because depending on how many friends he's got is, it's a lot of juices that are going to be passed around here. Okay? And let's be honest. Some of these dudes be nasty. Some of these dudes, like, I know some people. I know this one dude hooked up with a girl, didn't even wash the shit, and hooked up with a different girl. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's some people out here, and if he has a bunch of work friends, a quick water down is not gonna do anything. A quick, like, hey, like, rinse off is not gonna do anything. He's still passing juices around. So to me, that's a little too many juices to be flowing around for my liking. I'm just saying. You asked me. Next question. Why are men so lustful over females on social media while having a good girl on their side, knowing she'll do everything for them? He's almost perfect till it comes to social media. And see, this is what I mean, that social media is a good and a bad thing. And it totally depends on the person, because it can ruin relationships, because obviously now they're open to the whole internet. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there, guys have eyeballs, they start looking, and it happens, right? But this is something that you need to have a conversation with him, and be serious too. Be like, yo, if this keeps up, we're going to have some serious problems. So the ball is in your court. Like, if you want to fuck up what we have going on here, continue doing what you're doing, because I'm not liking it. And if he can't respect you in that, because I guarantee you, if you start looking at other guys on social media, he's going to tell you that you're cheating, that you're trying to look for a different guy, you're putting yourself out there, and stuff like that. He's going to flip it on you, because a lot of guys would. If they did exactly what they're doing, like if you did exactly what they're doing, they would tell you it's cheating. So you need to have that conversation with him and tell him that, yo, this shit's not flying anymore, and this is going to have some serious consequences unless things change. And you got to follow through with these ultimatums you give this person, because if you don't, they're just going to be like, well, she said she was leaving. She's still here. You know what I mean? So, all right, next question. Is it bad to love to suck me, like slap me with it and go all the way in? No gag reflex. I like it just by pleasuring you. The hair pulling just sends me over the edge. I think I need help. Girl, You don't need help. You don't need help. You're good the way you are. I appreciate you. Many others, your victims appreciate you. Okay? I'm sure they do. Because we love a girl who likes to go down. We love a girl who likes to take it all. We love a girl who just loves to do it out of strictly pleasure. You know, someone you don't even have to ask to do it. They're just like, I got this. I need this. This shit gets the waterworks flowing down there. Yes, absolutely. That's what I need. And the same goes for like guys. You should feel the same way towards your girl going down there, you know? Like, because you don't have to ask me. Be like, hey, yo, can you go? No, I got this. I'm there already. I'm already thinking about it. Like, it's already in my playbook. So, yes, we definitely love a woman who loves to go down. We appreciate you. If we were on the Titanic and I had to save you, you would be one of the first. Just because I knew people in the future or that are safe would appreciate me for saving her. All right, next question. How to handle insecure, jealous partner. I feel like he's always going to want to dim my light and my shine. He's a hater for real. Girl, you need to leave. You need to leave. If you know he's a hater, if you know he's insecure, jealous, because there's nothing you can do or say that's going to fix that man. I'll tell you that right now. I repeat, there is nothing you can do or say that's going to fix that man. The only thing that's going to fix him is him getting some help, getting over his issue, because he definitely has something going on, that like fighting some demons, fighting something that he feels that way. Because you can start dressing a certain way, you can start doing things a certain way, and it's for him it's going to be one thing after the next. Oh, but it's this. Oh, but it's this. Oh, but it's this. And especially if you feel like he's dimming your light, girl, come on. I get like what you're saying, because I've been there with like when you're with somebody who you feel like is not letting you be you just because of their insecurities, their jealousy and stuff like that. That's not somebody I want to be with. I've done it in the past, and absolutely the fuck not. Because I'm going to be me. You know, and if what I do makes you insecure or like jealous for some reason, that's a you problem. That's not a me problem. Okay. Of course, you respect your partner. You respect them. You know, I'm not saying like I'm out here flirting with other girls, but like if I post something on social media and you get jealous about it, no. If I'm trying to like say you're out on a dance and you're dancing with your friends and he gets upset because you're dancing and guys are watching you, that's a him problem, right? And I'm sure some of you guys have ran into it. That's a them problem. And again, I'll say it like I said it before. There's nothing you can do or say that's going to fix that person. They need to fix themselves, and if they're not willing to fix themselves, they're going to continue to do that to you. So now you have to make the decision: am I going to stick around for that? Next question. Okay, Cheesemit time. So I've been in a... Hold on. I want to hear the Cheesemit song. It better be good, because I'm bracing myself for this. Okay, Cheesemit time. So I've been in a relationship for 4 years. The S was good and all until we had our second baby. He's gained a lot of weight and is liking in the bed. I told him plenty of times about it and doesn't seem to care. He comes too quick, 3 seconds and done. I feel frustrated when he does. First of all, it's not a fucking Cheesemit. Okay, you had me all hyped up. But if he's having problems, like this is at a certain point, like if you keep bringing things up and they're not looking to fix issues, now like how much more time are you going to spend with this person? Like, have you guys tried counseling? Have you guys tried therapy? Have you guys tried all this stuff? And if he doesn't want to better the relationship, if he doesn't want to fix it and he's just getting comfortable, how much more time are you going to spend with this person? Excuse me. You know what I mean? Like, how much more time are you going to spend with them and waste more time? Because then later on, you're going to be like, shit, I should have left a long time ago. So that's why, like, if you're having issues and if he's not performing, not doing things for you that you want him to do, like, this is what I'm saying, like, therapy, counseling, couples therapy, all that stuff. Try it out. And if he doesn't want to try that out, then guess what? That's a problem right there. If he doesn't want to try it out, it's clearly showing you that he's not trying to fix whatever's wrong here. He thinks nothing is wrong, but there's clearly a lot of things wrong. So that's what I would recommend. But if that doesn't work out, then you're going to have to make a tough decision here. Like, are you going to stick around with somebody that's giving you problems or not looking to fix their issue? Or are you going to be like, yo, let's cut our losses? And it doesn't matter how long you guys been together. Like, I hate it when people start using time. Oh, we've been together for 20 years. I don't give a fuck how long it's been. If they change and they don't want to try to fix your guys' situation, then guess what? I'm dipping out. I don't give a fuck. Because if you're not looking to fix this, all right, cool, let's not fix it and let's dip out. So that's why I'm saying, like, how much more time are you going to spend with this person? Because there's somebody out there right now that wants to respectfully disrespect you, throw you around, make you their cinnamon apple. You know, they're looking to do all this stuff for you because they're too comfortable. You know, does that make sense? They're too comfortable now. So definitely you're gonna have to make that decision. So the decision is yours. All right, next question. Younger than me by 15 years, F Buddy says he wants me around forever, but I'm smart. And I know that's bullshit. I mean, if you know it's BS, then cool. Like, at least you know, right? But also just be aware if you're catching feelings or he's catching feelings, because then it turns into a bigger problem. But yeah, 15 years, I mean, it could still work. I know people who have a huge age gap and it still works. But if you get that vibe, that feeling that they're just there to hook up, like they're not going to be there for a long time, I'm glad you see that and don't fall for his BS, because a lot of people out here be falling for what people say, you know. So, hey, have fun, girl. All right, next question. When he says your is so tight, meaning that is what we call dirty talk. Okay. Like, I'm pretty sure he told you when you were being intimate, right? I'm sure you guys weren't like laying next to each other and be like, yo, did you know your piece super tight? Like, shit is fire, right? Like, no, I'm pretty sure he said it while you guys were being intimate. And that's what dirty talk is. Ooh, whose pee is this? Like, or some girls like F me like a dirty little sucia, you know, and stuff like that. It's dirty talk. It's fine. Let him talk. Would you want him to say, be like, yo, this thing is loose as fuck. What's going on here? No. You know, so he's just dirty talking. He's trying to add to the experience, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right, next question. My friends with benefits is a Muslim man and will be married to his arranged wife. He says he can only be sexually free with me, not her, but we will have to keep it on the DL. I don't need to be a secret, though. He needs secrecy because of his religion, his culture. He can only be legal with a Muslim woman. Fuck my life. I'll let you know this right now, girl. You're going to be hugely disappointed later on, because you're going to probably get to the point where you're like, why won't he be with me? Because he clearly told you why he can't be with you. I would just cut my losses if I was you, knowingly that he's never going to be with you because obviously religion purposes. Why would you want to continue to do that? Why would you want to continue to live in that? No, it has its course. Move on. Because it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. It's going to end in you getting even more hurt in the future because even if he got caught with you, I'm 90% sure he's going to choose her, you know, because he's not trying to ruin his religion or like anything like that. I would not risk that, meaning like I'm banking that we get caught or I'm banking that he eventually chooses me. No, you're going to waste so much time with this person. And then finally, when you decide to, like, you know, I'm not going to do this anymore, you're going to be like, why did I spend so much time with this person? No. And he's going to tell you what you want to hear, too, because he wants the cookie to stick around. He wants you to stick around with his cookie. That's it. That's it. So I would definitely run on that one. Definitely run fast. All right, next question. I'm 35, went out and meet up with a 24-year-old guy. I ended up hooking up with him. Then 2 weeks later, ran into him again and we were together all night and I went home with him. I feel bad that I'm 10 years older, officially a cougar. Should I feel bad? I am always told I look 26, 27. First of all, no, don't feel bad because he's 26, you're 35, nothing wrong with that. Just do your thing. Don't overthink it. If you're just there to have fun, girl. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're looking to be serious with him, that may be a little bit different because if he's still in his mid-20s, is he looking to settle down? You know, so if you're not looking to settle down with him, then just, girl, have fun. Who gives a fuck? You're overthinking that shit. Just have fun. Enjoy. Have fun. Enjoy it while it lasts. But if you're looking to be serious with him, now that's a little different. Like, is he somebody you want to take serious like that? Is that somebody you want to be around with like that? If it sounds like you guys are vibing just great, just have fun. And then once it runs its course, then you dip out. That's it. Have fun for now. Especially if you're not looking for anything serious. If you're not looking for anything serious, just have fun. Be safe though. All right, next question. My dirty little kink is being on my knees looking up at my man while I play with myself and patiently waiting for him to come. See, like I love that. Ladies, the next time you're with your man or we're together, slide in those DMs so I can slide in you. Definitely touch yourself while if you can. If the opportunity presents itself, definitely play with yourself. Because that shit is hot. I learned that shit is hot. Like while you're doing stuff and you mess around, like you're doing things to yourself, that shit is hot to me. You know, even if you're missionary, do your thing. That shit is hot. You know, it just adds to the experience. If you guys subscribe to the Instagram thing, I talk about an experience there. Okay, no filter. She was phenomenal. So definitely, like, yeah, like if you get a chance, definitely play with yourself. Like that shit is hot to me. Like if she's going down on me and she does her thing to herself too, that shit is hot. I love it. Okay. All right, next question. It's been 13 years and my ex-husband still sends me nudes. Mind you, we're both remarried. I really do love my husband and I feel like we have an amazing because es con amor. But man, that ex of mine really had a big D. Is it normal to get a little turned on by looking at it? I'm going to hell. Girl, how would you feel if your husband right now is getting messages, nudes from his an ex-girlfriend or something like that? Ex-wife, could be too. I'm sure that would not feel nice. I'm sure that would crush you, make you feel a type of way. So if you don't want it done to you, don't do it to him. Have the respect for that man and just be like, hey, I'm not with you anymore. I'm with him. I'm not trying to fuck this up. Because I'm pretty sure if your husband now saw that you were getting sent that stuff, that shit would not end well. I'll tell you that right now. And then, especially if your ex-husband or whatever he is got remarried, like he's just trying to maybe have like a side thing with you. Like that's probably what he's trying to do. This is all a huge mess, girl. What you need to stop is stop receiving those messages. Respect your husband, because I'm pretty sure I feel bad for the guy. Because imagine him thinking everything is great, but you low-key get messages from an ex-husband. Like if I'm talking to a girl and I found that out, I am out fast. I don't give a fuck. You made your decision. You made your decision when you let that person keep sending you those messages. You know, so your husband could be the same way. Like he sees that and be like, all right, I'm out, dog. You'd be like, no, just a picture. I'm out, dog. You made your decision. You made your bet. Next question. All right. I hooked up with a guy and his brother at the same time. I hooked up with a guy and his brother at the same time, and they didn't care. Girl, I don't think that's bragging material, to be honest. I'm also questioning, was it the Island Boys? Like, what the fuck? No. I would never be with my sibling and be hooking up with the same girl. Hell no. Are you serious? Like, absolutely the fuck not. You need to question yourself, girl. You knowing that they're brothers and you're hooking up with them. What does that got to say about you? I'm just being 100% honest. Being 100% honest. What does that got to say about you? Because I am not hooking up with like two sisters. No. Imagine it being sister and mom. No. Absolutely the fuck not. That just like some weird incest, weird shit. Like, did the guy, like, were they... I hope they weren't doing anything to each other, like some Island Boy type of shit. Like, hell the fuck no. Like, if you don't know what I'm talking about, those Island Boys, if you guys don't know who they are, they ended up like making some videos like of them kissing each other to go viral and shit like that, saying that they were gay. And no. I'm not saying nothing wrong with being gay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But kissing your own brother, that's a little different. Okay, I'm not with that at all. And this right here, hooking up with two brothers at the same time, not with that at all either. Because I would never do that. That shit is weird. And I would question you about, like, at least it's anonymous, so I don't know who it is. But what does that got to say? Like, you knowingly did that with two guys. It's wild. It's crazy. Diabolical. I'm freaky as hell and you seem like you are too, so we should experiment. What's up, girl? I'm all about experimenting. We all about science over here. I'm all about trying new things. And if there's something that you haven't tried, I'm more than willing to assist on maybe partaking in this. Like, say, hey, a guy has never made me finish by going down on me. I got you, girl. Like, we'll see if you're the problem or if it's the guy's the problem. What are they doing wrong? You know, we'll take notes and be like, hey, you got to do this. You got to do this. She'll go off. Water everywhere, all over your face. You might need a floaty. You might need some goggles, right? Trust me, I got you, girl. I'm all about experimenting and having fun. So if you guys need something done, I got y'all, okay? Like, if you're like, hey, my man has never made me finish, maybe he's the problem, but we'll figure it out together, right? We'll figure it out and then be like, hey, buddy, technically it was you because I got her to finish. Mission accomplished over here. I don't know what you're doing, buddy. Okay. All right, next question. Love how you give out honest responses and don't beat around the bush. As much as we hate to hear the truth, it helps us know that we are just delusional. And that's why we're here. And that's why you guys love it. Because I'm not here to, oh, like, it's okay. No, if you fuck up and do something wrong, I'm going to tell you fucked up and did something wrong. Because if I do something wrong and I fuck up, tell me I fucked up. Because that's how we learn. You know, for example, like, I remember I told you, like, when I was younger, I thought I was a beast in the bedroom. I thought I was killing it in the bedroom. And then the girl said I sucked. Huge ego killer. Huge ego killer. But what did I do? I said, nobody will ever tell me I suck in the bedroom ever again. Okay? Okay? I dare somebody to say that I fucking suck now. I dare. Okay? Not happening. Somebody's probably going to be like, oh, like, I'm pretty sure you're not that great. You need to show me. No, don't use my own psychology against me. Okay? Don't make me bleed my own blood here. Okay? All right, next question. I hooked up with a guy for the first time on Monday. This Monday? I'm on my knees giving him head. He grabbed me by the chin and spit in my mouth. Was so rough in the best way. With everything else, he ruined me forever. Now, where are the men who do things like this? Also, he is Mexicano with blue eyes. And you're asking where guys are at like this? Hello? Hello? I'm right here. Trust me, like, I may seem super friendly. I mean, I am super friendly and like outgoing on these videos, But when it comes to spicy time, you get dominant, like Edgar, like throw you on the bed, pick you up, throw you on the bed, flip you, grab your hair, little hand necklace action. Okay, like I do all that. Okay, a little like put her head off the bed, you know, and then you're effing the mouth. And then I make her cry a little bit because, you know, I be doing my thing, holding her arms down to the side where she can't do anything, but cry a little bit, happy tears, okay? So those guys are out there. Just be careful with the guys who brag about it. You know, like if there's people like, I tear it up in the bedroom, they're probably not doing shit, to be honest. But then again, somebody could say, hey, I tear it up in the bedroom, and they fucking destroy it in the bedroom. Just take everything with a grain of salt. But there's plenty of guys out there that are willing to do this. But some of you guys stay with Mr. Vanilla or Mr. Limpy or, you know, somebody like that. So you never get to find this person, you know, because guess what? If somebody else finds this person, they're not going to want to let them go. Imagine getting dominated in the bedroom and then you're going to be like, no, he's mine. It's like, get away, get away. So just say. All right, next question. Do you feel like you need to prove yourself to someone? No, absolutely not. The only person I need to prove myself to is myself. You know what I mean? I never, like, the stuff that I do it just to better myself, to grow, to just myself, self-fulfillment. I never do anything to be like, I want this person to think this. I need this person to think that. So, next question. My husband put his hands on me after 19 years of marriage. I don't look at him the same anymore. Not sure if I should leave. He said he was sorry and he would never do it again. But honestly, I haven't been the same. Help me, please. See, and it's difficult because guess what? I mean, he hasn't done anything in 19 years. And then all of a sudden it got to that point where he did put his hands on you. But here's the thing. Here's what happened. He opened that door now. And so now, maybe this whole time he's been wanting to do it. Now it's a lot easier to do it because he's done it and you didn't do anything about it. You didn't call the police. You didn't leave. And so now, like, if another argument happens or something like that and he hits you again, like, he's opened that door. It's the same like with cheating. Like, once you open that door, it's really hard to close that door. Now he's gotten to the point where he hits you. What makes you think that he's not going to do it again? Another argument comes up. Guess what? Bah! You know, it's so easy now. And especially he knew that you didn't do anything about it. You didn't call the police. You didn't leave. You didn't do anything. You just accepted the fact that he hit you. If I'm with a girl and she fucking hit me, I don't give a fuck. That's it. Because once you put your hands on me one time, I'm pretty sure you might do it again. I'm pretty sure. Okay, love that purple shirt. Hey, gracias. Shout out to Lizzie Pure. She sent me a bunch of the stuff. Shit is fire. Great material, by the way. Also, but yes, once they do it one time, you open that door. Same with cheating. Now it's really hard to close that door. And so will they probably do it again? The chances are a lot higher that they'll do it again than they wouldn't do it. So I'll just say that. Okay. Next question. I messed around with a married man at work. He left his wife for me, but now I'm bored. Don't want him no more. How can I tell him to move, girl? You ruined a happy home for only to be like, you know what, dog? Shit's not working out. Imagine what that dude's gonna feel like. He gonna be like, what the fuck? I ended my marriage for you just to dip out? Just so you can be like, nah, I'm good. I'm bored. Let's move on. But also, if you feel that way, it's better just to leave and communicate that you don't want to be. Like, don't obviously, don't do this in the future again. Like, because imagine you finally find somebody that you really mess with and they do the same shit to you. Like, be like, oh shit, you know what? I'm not really feeling this. I know I made you end your relationship with your man, but like, you know, I'm not really feeling this anymore. Just leave that alone. He could have still been with his wife, you know? But obviously left his wife for you, and then you found out he wasn't the one for you. And I get it. Some people, not everyone is for everybody, but I don't know how I would feel about that. Like ruining a marriage and then just being like, all right, I'm out. Like, this shit ain't working. But obviously leave if your guys aren't happy. Like, I'm not saying stay in a relationship that you guys aren't happy, but I'm just saying karma's gonna catch up to y'all at one point. Maybe sooner than later. Next question. I had a good wife and I lied to her for everything. Even I cheated and made her life hell. We divorced, but I miss her. My new girlfriend is nothing like her. Should I go back? My ex-wife changed her number and doesn't want nothing to do with me, but I love her. No kids. She can't have kids. Unfortunately, you ruined it. You should have felt this way before you did what you did. Because you did what you did and you already stained the relationship. You ruined that relationship. And is she going to want to go back with somebody like that? Probably not, And hopefully later on in the future, if you ever get that urge to do it again, you learn from this, because you lost a good person who clearly you see now was somebody that you really liked, somebody that you really wanted to be with, but at the time you didn't know. But you ruined it. You ruined it, And so to me, it sounds like she moved on. And if you really do love her, let her do her thing. Because you trying to win her back for what? To get into a relationship that might not work out, that's going to have that stain on that relationship already. She knows that you cheated, you lied to her, you did all that stuff. Like, what makes you think that relationship is going to work out? And it's going to go back to how you think it's going to go back. Right. So that's why I'm saying, like, I'm pretty sure you see it going differently in your head. And is it going to go that way? Probably not. To be 100% honest, it probably is not going to go that way. And it's just better to, you live and you learn. Take this as a lesson learned that maybe you shouldn't fuck up shit when you got something good. When they say, like, You wish you, how does it go, the saying? I wish I could remember the sayings when I'm fucking trying to say them. You don't know when you're in the good times until they're past, Now you realize how much you were into her, but you just don't, like, now you're realizing how much you liked her. And you should have realized that when you were in a relationship with her. Just saying, because to me it sounds like she moved on. All right, next question. I saw your podcast and didn't believe at first, but you confirm it. Once you get married, men might see you as a mom, not a wife. We need more podcasts like you. Thank you. Once you get married, men might see you as, but also people, I get what you're saying. Also, people are attracted to, like, happiness. Like, how some people, like, you see them super happy and they try to fucking ruin. They're like, I want that happiness, Or if they see somebody being a good mom, they're like, oh, I want that type of wife. I want that type of mom. Let me see if I can try to get it. So, but shout out to everyone who does listen to the podcast. We have a bunch of great episodes on there. If you haven't listened to the podcast, link is in the bio. Uncomfortable Combos. We talk about everything. Like, this past episode, I think it was the 10 reasons why being vanilla in the bedroom is actually very bad for your relationship. Just came out. It's been doing great. Shout out to everyone who's listened to it. Video versions are on Spotify and YouTube, so definitely check it out. And we talk about all the uncomfortable conversations. That's why it's called Uncomfortable Convos. So shout out. I got some cool episodes coming up with some people, with some great topics too. So definitely check it out. And thank you for watching the podcast and listening to the podcast. Next question, because there's only a few left. As a guy who follows you, really enjoy your content. We have to normalize guys being comfortable using toys and exploring their freaky side for their chicks to have them satisfied. Absolutely. And thank you to the fellow brother and fellow king for commenting. There is nothing wrong with including toys in the bedroom. When a girl says that she wants to include toys in the bedroom, it's not saying that you're not man enough for her, that you're not enough for her. It's just saying, like, let's add to this experience. let's do this to make the experience better. Let's do this to add to the experience. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong to explore that side of the freaky. Like, there's people who, like, I know that are guys that their girl loves it that they do that. You know, and just like I talked about on this Instagram subscribe thing, including toys is super fucking hot. That's why if you get a chance, go to uncomfortable or naughtyscience.com, get yourself something. Okay. But it's definitely and men using the oh, absolutely. There's a bunch of different stuff you can use. And again, fellas, there's nothing wrong with including toys. Like, they're not saying that you're not man enough or you're not enough for them. They're just saying, like, hey, like, let's take it up another notch. What do you like to use? Let's use this. Let's use that. There's nothing wrong with that. And shout out to the fellas who are comfortable using stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, we can use whatever you want, girl. I got you. I'll take care of you. I'll tie you up, put some stuff in you. Like, I got you, girl. All right, next question. I was married after 10 years. My wife divorced me and I couldn't get hard with her, but other women I did, and I creamed all over them. She expedited the divorce after she found out I cheated. She forgave so many times and now I miss her. Oof. I think you just miss being, because you said when you were with her, you couldn't, like, you were no longer attracted to her like that. You couldn't get hard like that. But with these other girls, you can. You probably just like the feel, like being around her, having her there, but clearly being intimate was a huge issue. And if you cheated and did all this stuff to her, she's probably not going to take you back. And like we talked about it earlier, you don't know what you have until it's gone. But you clearly, like, to me, it sounds like that wasn't working to begin with, because if you couldn't get hard for her and be intimate with her, but with these other people you can, it kind of sounds like you're not into her like that. You might like her as a friend, as a, like, she might be a great mom, a great person to have around, but to be intimate with, which is a huge part of a relationship. Like, let's be honest. Being intimate is a huge part of a relationship. So clearly she wasn't fulfilling you in that area, and you weren't fulfilling her. So I don't think that is going to work out, to be 100% honest. So we got two more questions. Do you like tall women? I'm 5'9" Mexicana, and I feel like no one looks at me, and they never talk to me either. Single life for a girl. For experiment, I'm 5'11". There's only one way to find out. Okay? One way to find out. Because what if there's, like, different positions we can try because you're taller? I don't know. There's only one way to find out. But there's always somebody for someone, okay? There's always somebody for someone, and if you're a little bit taller, nothing wrong with that. There's a bunch of tall people out here. Maybe just go to the basketball gym and find no, I'm sure you'll find somebody, and you might even find somebody, like, are you looking for somebody who's taller? Because if you're looking for somebody who's taller, yes, of course, it does limit the dating pool, because now you have to find somebody who's, you know, obviously 5'9" and up, and maybe even a little bit taller, because if you wear heels, you're going to be a little bit taller, right? Or are you okay dating somebody who's shorter? Because there's those short kings out here that, you know, want to climb up on you, and there's nothing wrong with that. But are you single because of you're looking for somebody taller? Maybe that's the problem right there, because now your dating pool becomes a lot shorter, because the average height for a guy is, what was it, like 5'7", 5'8", right? And you're 5'9". I'm 5'11". We can see what could happen, but to find somebody who is a little bit taller is going to be a little bit more difficult. But trust me, there's somebody out there for you. 100%, there's going to be somebody out there for you. Don't get discouraged. Don't be like, oh, there's nobody for me. No, just take your time, girl. Like, it's better to be out there dating a bunch of people who are breaking your heart. I'll tell you that right now. All right, let's get into the last one. I know this is bad, but I need help. I am married and got involved with a married man. I have never done this before. Well, it ended. The problem is we work together. I don't know what to do now. Trying to keep it together. See, this is what I mean. Never shit where you eat. Because why? Because then if shit like this happens, then guess what? you still got to go back to, you still got to see this person. You got to go to work with them. Even if you guys weren't married, and if it was just like a work thing, now the awkwardness of like, damn, we still got to go to the same place. I got to see this person at work. And now you just added another layer to that. We're both married. We still got to do this. That's why, like I'm saying, like, just be careful. Like, don't shit where you eat, because it could lead to this awkwardness. Think of worst case scenario and then see if you're going to be okay with that. Because worst case scenario usually fucking happens. So if you feel super uncomfortable there, it might be time to look for something new, because like, you're going to continue to feel like that. There's nothing that you can do or say, or he can do or say. One of you guys have to go. That's the only way that shit is going to get better. It's going to continue to be awkward, and it'll become even worse if somebody found out that you guys were hooking up, and now everybody knows that where you work, that you guys were hooking up. So you see how it can lead to getting worse and worse and worse. So that's why I said, like, it's either like, if you feel that uncomfortable, it might be time to look for something new. It might be time for like, maybe he feels the same way, but he's waiting for you to leave. So that's why just avoid the workplace. Avoid it. Always think worst case scenario, because worst case scenario usually tends to happen. Okay. But this was a lot of fun. So that people that don't know, once a month on my IG, Scar Talks and Scarface, I post the anonymous question thing, and you guys can go and ask questions, and we answer them live, just like I've been answering them here. And then after we're done here, I upload these over onto YouTube as well, so you can look at them there, just in case you miss your question. So if you guys haven't followed me, I don't post it on the TikTok story because I can't put a link. It doesn't let me link it to anywhere. So that's why I only put it on IG, on my personal, and on the Scar Talks, where I post the questions. So definitely go follow me over there if you want to participate in June. But we go live every Mondays and Thursdays at, right now it's 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I go live a little earlier for the questions, and that's just because I want everyone to participate. But lives Mondays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I haven't changed it. This was like before the daylight savings. So if you guys want to come and join, talk, have fun. When I do the questions, we talk about a lot of stuff too. So they're a lot of fun. I don't do that battle shit, like none of that. Like, you won't see me battling. Hey, look, they send this, tap the screen. No, absolutely the fucking not. We don't do that over here. So definitely, I do want to go live with some people, and then like get like some cheating stories and different like stories like that. That way, like, just for entertainment for you guys. So definitely check me out. I might be doing a bonus live this weekend for you guys. If I do a bonus live, I do it over on TikTok. I like that you don't battle. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys for sending gifts, even though I don't battle. That just shows me that you guys enjoy the lives and are having a great time. I will never battle. That shit is the most cringiest shit ever. Like, if you battle, then more power to you. Cool, do your thing. Am I gonna do it? Fuck no. We don't battle over here. We have fun over here, and we entertain over here. I can entertain you guys and like have fun with you guys. So I don't need to sit here and panhandle. Okay. So anyways, imagine though, like, telling somebody, oh, what do you do on TikTok? You battle? What do you mean you battle? Aren't you like fucking 30 something and you battle on TikTok? Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to try to do a bonus live for you guys. Definitely, I have some more TikToks that I'm going to be posting here in a little bit too. So like them and share them. Go check out the podcast if you haven't. And I'll see you guys on the next one. So thank you guys for joining. You guys are awesome. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys later.